My name is Tom Olin, and my wife and I, Tam, moved to Nashville in November of 2012. We bought this house on the hills here in Overton Hills, south of Nashville, and it was a unique piece of architecture because it was designed by Robert Anderson, who is one of the leading contemporary architects in the city. And because of its unique structure and design, it's placed on a hillside with a very steep slope. And when we moved to town, we knew that we had to do some basic sprucing up and maintenance of the house. And one of the first things we noticed was that the house had some stain on it that was fairly old, maybe 5-6 years old. It was peeling, and the wood underneath was beginning to show some degradation. Being new people to the Nashville area, we went to the Sherwin-Williams dealer down in Brentwood, and they gave us the names of 3 different painters. We contacted each of them, and they all came to the house. They looked at it. One of them turned around and drove off before he even got here. 2 of them came, looked at the house. One of them gave us a quote and then called us back the very next day and said he'd prefer not to do the job because it'd be too difficult. At this point, we contacted Angie's List, and Angie's List had Bill Nash Painting as one of the primary highly rated painters in the Nashville area. And we contacted Bill, had him come out. He looked at it. He knew the difficulty of the project, but he felt pretty confident that he could do a good job on it. So he came, quoted. It was a high quote, I'll tell you, but we knew that the project demanded that. One of the sides of our house is actually 60 feet high, from the base of the basement to the very top of the chimney. And he had to run 11 courses of scaffolding in order to accomplish the proper scraping and painting that would be required. Another thing that he did was he brought a team of 4 or 5 people, and they were all highly skilled, and they were very, very hard workers. And they worked very diligently to remove any of some of the wood that had sort of flaked off, some of the finish that was left, some of the stain that had discolored, and they primed it with one of the finest primers available. Then we hit it with Sherwin-Williams Emerald paint, which is the highest quality exterior paint you can use on a finish like this. This is a rough sawn cedar finish, so it's really kind of difficult to get into the nooks and crannies. It's also sort of a shiplap design, so it's hard to get in and make sure that we get the house sealed, and that was one of our primary objectives. Once Bill got his team on location, they finished the priming, then they went ahead and they hit it with 2 layers of emerald paint. His crew were outstanding. They worked very hard. We threw a couple of pizza parties here and there. Once they finished the project, Bill came back, inspected the house with me, checked all the details, made sure he has a policy that there's no drop out of place. And with a house with this much glass on it, you can see any drop that might be out of place when you're standing inside. And Bill made a very strong, excellent point of making sure that all of the drops were scraped away with razor blades. He also caulked all of these windows with the highest quality caulks to make sure that they were fully sealed as part of the process. So he inspected the house with us, and he did just a superior job, and we are so happy with that. We went ahead and gave him the highest Angie's List rating that we could possibly give, and we are very, very satisfied customers. With a house of this kind of difficult nature, I think it was really, really important to pick Bill Nash to do the painting because he had attention to detail, he respected the house, he understood the architectural importance of it, the historical significance of the house, and he was able to put a tremendous amount of focus and detail into making sure that the job was done well and done right. And I just think that makes him unique in the Tennessee area because it sets him apart from other painters. Obviously, the ones that came, looked at the house and drove away, they were not up to the job. Bill Nash was definitely up to the job.